Alright, time now for opening commentary. Now I know that there are many of you legions of Warrior Nation who are wondering what I think of what has become somewhat of a coalition between Republican governors and the conservative justices in the United States Supreme Court and their alleged scheme to overturn certain recent rulings, mainly those involving the rights of LGBTQ plus Americans. Now these rulings, made by justices under previous presidential administrations, such as Lawrence v. Texas in 2003 and Obergefell v. Hodges in 2015, and others like them, are now under attack from MAGA extremists within the ever-so-shifting far-right Republican Party. And now they are being joined by their hand-picked cronies in the United States Supreme Court, led mainly by the three nominated by former President and GOP deity Donald Trump, Justices Brett Kavanaugh, Amy Coney Barrett, and Neil Gorsuch, along with insurrection insider and co-conspirator Clarence Thomas. Now, if the Supreme Court were to overturn, like for example, Lawrence v. Texas, this would make almost instantly reinstate laws in 12 states, at least 12 states, which make any kind of sex that is not coital, meaning procreative for the purpose of conceiving a child, illegal, such as blowjobs, hand jobs, rim jobs, and other types of sexual activity that does not conform to the neo-biblical Christo-fascist values that MAGA politicians hold oh so dearly onto. Well, I guess that makes some smokes in Marjorie Taylor Greene's 14th district in Georgia be out of business or in jail now, weren't they? As many of them are just mere trailer trash who would gladly give out a free blowjob for a mere box of smokes now, wouldn't it? Oh yeah. Oh dear. In fact, Texas Republican Attorney General Ken Paxton has been quoted as saying that if indeed Lawrence v. Texas were to be overturned by the Supreme Court, then he would have absolutely no problem with it. Oh dear. And he would gladly reintroduce a newer, tougher anti-LGBTQ law that would pretty much even go to the point where there would even be folks deputized by Texas Governor Greg Abbott to spy into people's bedroom windows looking to make a quote-unquote report of an alleged quote-unquote violation of such laws. As for Obergefell versus Hodges, in which legalized same-sex marriage nationwide in 2015, yes, the Supreme Court is even going after that in this rather hell-bent agenda by the previous extreme right-wing administration to turn back the clock and roll back both civil and constitutional rights in this country, all in favor of reshaping our country into a far-right, Christo-fascist, biblical theocracy in which, unless you're white, straight, and Christian, then you don't matter. Both they and their enablers in the GOP want to send us all back to the 1950s and the quote-unquote good old days of Ozzie and Harriet, Father Knows Best, and Leave It to Beaver. Can you believe that? Now, do we really want this bullshit here in America? I don't think so, ladies and gentlemen. Earlier on, we already saw Roe v. Wade, in which many of us thought was untouchable, established law for over 50 years, get erased from the record books. And now these two rulings are also now on the chopping block. And soon others like them will be too. What rights could be taken away from us next? How far is the Supreme Court going to go? Perhaps maybe the way like Nazi Germany did? Oh dear, can you imagine that? This has got to stop right the fuck now. It's time we once again regain the House majority in November 2024 to codify Roe v. Wade, Lawrence versus Texas, and Obergefell v. Hodges, and others like them as protected laws, and let's put a permanent end of the erosion of our constitutional rights by these evil, Bible-thumping, far-right, Christo-fascist theocrats once and for all. What do you think? I'm Ray Jackson, and that's my 2 cents. And if you like what you see, please hit the subscribe button. And don't forget to check out my other 2 YouTube channels, Big HMW TV and the Atari Report. You'll find those in the featured channels list at the bottom of this particular channel's homepage. Big HMW TV, the Atari Report, and the official Ray Jackson YouTube channel. All proud parts of the Big HMW network of websites.